Hello, I'm Howard Morley from Auckland Property Management. It's good to be back here with you again. In recent times we've talked about how to choose the right tenant and making sure that tenants do pay on time. Today I just want to share with you some ideas on how to avoid disputes with getting bond refunds. Most landlords, tenants and property owners don't want a dispute at the end of a tenancy. They want the bond arrangements sorted very easily. One way we do that at Auckland Property Management is to do a pre-move-out inspection. This happens some time before the actual move-out, perhaps 2 weeks before. If you have any doubts that a tenant is going to leave a property in a tidy condition, then do a pre-move-out inspection. The tenant needs to be advised and needs to be advised of the condition that you expect the property to be left in. If you have an arrangement that the tenant is doing the lawns and the gardens, make sure that the tenant understands that when the move-out comes in 2 weeks' time, then the gardens and the lawns will be as they should be and as they were when he moved in. If you have any doubts about what the condition of the property will be left in by a tenant, and this would have come about from your earlier inspections, then have this pre-move-out inspection. You can then point a tenant to a stain in the carpet and say, this has to be removed. There's a mark on the wall that has to be removed, and this is then setting the scene for the final day of the tenancy, and you won't have any surprises for either yourself or the tenant. By doing this, you will avoid the problem of not having the property as you inspected it and expected it on the last day. Some of the most common complaints that go to the tenancy tribunal are disputes over bonds. You need clarity as to what your expectations are. You must make it clear that you are only expecting the property back in the same condition and accepting normal wear and tear from the use of the property by a tenant. At Auckland Property Management we use videos to accurately record the condition of the property at the start of a tenancy, and then we do it again at the time of the tenant moves out. If you have explained what is expected of a tenant, then you shouldn't have any problem on the final date of the occupancy. This allows you to have a quick turnaround between one tenant and the next. It is important to realise that if you do have to spend some money on a property, fully account of this expenditure to the tenant will again reduce arguments and discussion. If you have any questions about a pre-move-out inspection, give us a ring here at Auckland Property Management or come to our website. I look forward to sharing some more tips and ideas with you on how to maximise your investment properties at a later date. Cheers for now.